Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Walking Dead video for today, leading up to what is sort of the last episode for The Walking Dead Season 10 now, with episode 15. This one we'll be doing our preview pictures and then a Q&A. Awesome stuff. Okay, so if you guys missed it, we made lots of videos last couple days for Walking Dead, with episode 14 being another pretty strong episode for Walking Dead, introduction of the princess, Beta finishing his transformation to become sort of an alpha Beta, I guess, and all kinds of other fun as well too, live streams and whatnot. So it's all on the channel. If you missed any of the videos, definitely check them out. Now this one's a little bit strange this week. Like to do the preview pictures each week, but this week is a little bit different because I think this is right around the time when they started to sort of run out of the ability to do things with the whole TS19 situation going on here in real life. They've only released 6 preview pictures for this week that I was able to find as of this time. Maybe they'll release more later, but maybe that's all they have for now in terms of what they're going to be able to release leading up to this final episode with episode 15. And who frickin' knows for episode 16? We've been discussing when it's likely, and it sounds like Trump has extended the whole not working thing at least until the end of April, and if it continues to spread, it would not be surprising if that continued into May, and we don't see Walking Dead return until, who knows, June or later, depending on how things go. So here's the first preview picture we have for episode 15, The Tower, and there's a lot of different locations shown in this episode from the looks of things. Quite a few. So here we have Daryl and Judith. So I guess Judith is with Daryl now. She's his little sidekick. So she's learned from Michonne. She's learned from... Can I say Rick? I want to, but I can't. She was too young at that time. But she's learned from a good number of people, maybe Negan a little bit. And now it looks like she's going to be a bit of a protege for Daryl and learn his ways of survival and how he does things and whatnot. So I am looking forward to seeing the two of them together and how they kind of play off each other, with Judith being sort of Rick's, well, Shane's, but Rick's sort of, and and Daryl kind of being there still. So what else are you gonna do, right? She's got to go with someone, and so I guess Daryl makes for a very good guardian for her. So that should be kind of some fun to see the two of them sort of together and stuff, and going around killing walkers and whatnot. Then we have this one here of, it looks like maybe she stops in and checks on Lydia, who she's got I don't know, she's got a cat, which is isn't I you guys know I like cats, right? I do. I love cats. So that's cool. But where is she staying? In like an apartment building or something like this? Or is that a hospital and there's a bed there in the back you can kind of see? Something like this she's staying in. And it looks like you have Judith who's kind of checking in on her, seeing how she's doing and whatnot. Could they strike up some kind of a friendship? They're not that close in age, but they're, I don't know, can I say close enough? Not quite, but they're, I don't know. It's something. So we'll see that. It'll be kind of fun to see the two of them interact. I don't think we've ever seen the two of them interact before, have we? I'm just trying to think. I can't recall if we've ever seen a scene between the two of them, but that should be kind of fun. And stray cat in a zombie apocalypse. So that's cool. Skid mark. Here we have another one of Judith here. It looks like Negan's kind of keeping an eye on her, making sure everything is good with her. Some different survivors there at the back left. It looks like I can just recognize the armor, but I can't recognize any faces. It looks like they're probably just random Alexandrians or whatnot, or hilltoppers. And it looks like Negan is kind of free now, right? So Negan has earned his freedom. He's a free man. It's going to be fun to see him interacting with the others now that he's kind of out of his cell and sort of accepted to be, right? Because he did take out Alpha. So that is, that's a great service to everybody. And I'm looking forward to seeing more scenes between Judith and him, right? So that could be cool. Wonder if she could form her own little Lucille or something. That'd be kind of cool. Although the katana kind of makes it unnecessary, right? So here we have another one of Negan and Lydia. And what has she got, a dog here now? What is this, an animal hospital or something? I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. But veterinarian hospital, veterinarian office or something. I don't know. Or is that the same dog Daryl had before? I don't think so. He looks a little different to me. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes they even switch out the the different. Do we call them actors when they're dogs and cats? I don't know. I'm not sure. But will Lydia be mad at Negan for what he did? When maybe she finds out, will he tell her that he unfortunately killed Alpha? How will she respond to that? How will she react to that if Negan has to tell Lydia that he killed her mom? And it wasn't pretty, right? It was a beheading and everything. So just how will she respond to that? Will she attack him? Will she thank him? I don't know. She couldn't do it, but I think part of Lydia must know that it had to be done some way. That just her mom was not right. So I'm looking forward to seeing that scene, and if they do address that and Negan asks for her forgiveness or something like that for what he had to do. So here we have the group that's off to meet Stephanie, and we have Eugene. Ezekiel looks a bit spooked. It looks like the horses are totally gone and maybe don't return back. And then we've got Yumiko there as well, who doesn't look too enthused at whatever she's seeing. And then we have the princess here, who's just kind of standing there, I guess. I don't know. The gear is crazy. It's like right out of the comics. I'm surprised they didn't tone it down at all. She's even got the goggles and the purple hair. Yeah. Okay, the purple hair looks a little toned down to me, but definitely the pink jacket or coat or whatever that is not toned down at all. And it's just kind of funny. The goggles are crazy. The goggles are awesome. I like the goggles. Really crazy. And then literally the last one we have is some different whispers here in the woods. So we do get kind of the confirmation that Beta does in fact get his whispers back. And so with that, or at least he returns to the Whisper pack, it sounds like, and he takes alpha leadership of them, and whichever ones are left and remaining head towards Alexandria with the mega herd. This one looks a bit younger, right? This one looks like it could be, is it a boy or a girl? I can't really tell. I want to say, man, it's tough because I could easily get this wrong, right? I want to say it looks like a boy from maybe the shoulder with, I don't know. I can't tell. Maybe the hand. Is it a girl? Is it a boy? I don't know, man. You guys can leave your comment. Let me know below. I think did he or she have a line in the preview? Maybe. I guess we'll find out in the episode anyway, and we'll get to see if there's any other whispers of note and just what happens here and how this whole thing plays out. So that's literally it we have for the preview pictures. Now let's go into some of your guys' other Q&A questions that we have still for this week. Man, and then what the hell are we going to do after episode 15 ends and we have to wait so long for episode 16? I just have no idea what the hell we're going to do, guys. I want to keep making videos with you guys. I thought this was going to be, I was calling it the year of the dead. Like, we're going to have so many episodes of Walking Dead this year. We're going to have all this stuff going on. It was going to be great. And now I'm like, I don't know what the hell we're going to do, man. So, I don't know. I'll try to still do the best I can for you guys to make fun videos and have fun with you guys. But, man, it's like everything is just like on hold. Everything, So, anyway, first question comes from Wild Liver 1212, who says, Trev QnA I know this sounds stupid, but do you think Beta was actually being spoken to by Alpha from beyond the grave and that he could understand Walker language? I know it sounds stupid, but I want your opinion, as he held the head to his ear when she growled, or do you think it's just because he's too far gone and hearing things? What's your opinion? Correct me if I'm wrong. So I think that scene where he feeds the guy's face to Alpha before he kills him later and everything, that's a really twisted scene, isn't it? I love the way Reinhurst does it in the scene, because he's like, he's just... I just see it as, in that scene, you can see that when he sees Alpha dead like that, I just feel like he's totally just gone at that point. Yeah, like he's too far gone. Like he's to the point where he will never, whatever was left of him as a man underneath that mask is completely gone forever, and it will never come back. It's sort of like, yeah, too far gone is the idea. It's sort of like there's some people, and in real life this happens to some people too, where they have a psychotic break or something. Something happens. And no matter how much you try to help them, if you get psychologists to work with them for years, psychiatrists to drug them, to do whatever, it's like some people that go to prison for certain things. You can incarcerate them for some people for 10, 20, 30 years. And then as soon as they get out, unless they're really old to the point where they're no longer a danger, and then sometimes as soon as they get out, within like the first week, they recommit a crime and they go right back, you know? So like a serial killer or something, like, you know, that's why a lot of times we keep them locked up forever, because there are people who, until they're really old, like they're so old, they're in their 70s or 80s, and they actually can't really at that point even hurt anybody, because they're just like, you know, like old, like so old, right? But a lot of those people, we just keep them forever because they just never, you know, it's like it gets to a point, and no matter how much you try to help them, you know, some people, that's just it. Like, that's the way I see that scene, is when Beta does that, he is too, that's it, it's over. You know what I mean? He's never coming back. You know, there might have been a chance where he could have had his humanity saved if him and Alpha were maybe together romantically or something, if she came back a bit to being more kind of normalized, then maybe he could too. But I feel like at that point, he's just like, you know, so did he? Could he actually understand what she's saying? Well, I don't think walkers really communicate in that way. I don't think walkers actually have you know, like that kind of communication. I think that they just basically, you know, pretty much walk, right? They hunt, they feed. That's what they do. They try to eat all the time. That's what they do. You know, maybe in terms of communication, they could make sounds like, oh, let's go this way, or, you know, oh, over here this way or that way, like in terms of direction, you know, but that's about it. I think he does understand to a degree walker language, because we've seen him sort of communicate with the walkers before, like when he raised the gate or whatever it was. Remember how he made the sound and stuff like that? So I think Beta does understand their basic communication, but I don't think their communication is that advanced to where he's like, you know, do you understand what she's saying? Well, what she's saying is she wants to eat your face, and I'm going to let her do it. You know, that's the thing. Like, I'm going to give her what she wants, right? She's become a guardian now. So I don't know. You know, I don't think that she was actually speaking to him from beyond the grave. No, I think that she was Walker guardian doing her thing, and that you know, basically, if she was communicating one thing, it's eat, kill, you know, consume. That's what it is. That's Walker. That's what she's saying to him. She's saying, from my perspective, in my mind, when I saw her doing that, he's like, what is she saying? You know, the communication that I got from being in Beta's shoes was kill them all. It was the governor's kill them all. It was the annihilation. That's it. Like, that's what you do now. You annihilate them for what they did. At least that's the thought that came into my mind for Beta in that time when he found her like that. It was, okay, get ready, prepare, do what you do. You know, eat, you know, feed, take the horde, go in and kill them all. At least that's what I thought. But you guys can leave your comments that one below. That's as much insight as I can give you for that one. It was a twisted scene, but no, I don't think Alpha as a zombie was actually communicating anything more than kill, feed, eat, destroy. That's the only thing that I could really say, like, as a walker, you know, that's about all their communication really is anyway. Go, you know, and that's about it. Like, it's time to go. After you know, after those who did that to her, the Alexandrians, basically. Axel's DDO channel says, I live in West Virginia, and the city they showed was supposed to be Charleston, which is where Stephanie said for Eugene to meet her on the radio. I go through Charleston all the time. I didn't recognize that city being shown in the show. It didn't look like Charleston to me, but it isn't Pittsburgh. So in the description for the episode, a lot of people have corrected this already. The description said that she's the Princess of Pittsburgh. It sounds like that's the comic version. In the TV series, they changed that and they moved it, so it's, I guess, Charleston, West Virginia. Is that right? You guys, don't hang me. I live in Canada, okay? Don't Gabriel hang me. I don't know the locations or anything. I think it's kind of cool, though, for you guys. I know there's a lot of you guys that live in and around the actual locations where they actually do the filming and stuff, like maybe in the same state or something, like Georgia or wherever. I do, or Atlanta. I do think it's kind of cool if you guys could actually go to the spots that they actually show in the series, you know. I think that's kind of neat. Like, one day I'd like to go to Atlanta or something and just see, like, where Rick rides in on horseback or something, like, just to see it, you know. I know I've seen pictures online. It's different if you actually go there, though, you know. I did see one time, many years ago, somebody was selling the, you know, where they did Clear with Morgan and Rick and Michonne and Carl? Oh, man, I think about that. Are they all gone now? Well, Morgan's in... Morgan's in fear, but they're if you consider the original series, everybody in Clear is gone now, right? That's a crazy thought. But when they did the Clear episode, he's in that building or whatever where he hands and he's like on the thing. I saw that go up for sale at one point. I think there was an ad or something. That place goes up for sale. I think it sold for a lot because people like The Walking Dead, so somebody bought it for a good amount of money. I wasn't thinking of buying it or moving anywhere. I just thought it was funny that it was for sale. It's like, how much would you get for that place? Because it has an episode that was done in it where Rick gets stabbed. Clear Morgan. So that's kind of fun. So, but it's cool to see the different spots from the show, right? I just think that's kind of neat. Viral Edge says, Scott Gimple just recently said they are not planning on ending with season 12. So that's great news to hear, Viral Edge. Yeah, that's pretty much what we got. I got one from Keegan Nation who he was asking about that. No, my understanding is they're not really planning on ending with season 12. They're planning on going until there's no more fan demand or unless it becomes blatantly obvious they need to end it. So I don't think that what's going on in real life right now, it's going to pause The Walking Dead, but I don't think it's really going to absolutely hurt it too much or anything like that in terms of popularity. If anything, I think it'll make people kind of think about it more or relate to it more in some ways, because in real life we're actually getting to see like a little glimpse of what that's actually kind of like. It's just a glimpse. It's not, it's nothing too crazy like they have to deal with, right, with zombies and stuff. But it's, we're getting a little bit of a sneak peek, right, of what it would actually be like living in that kind of situation. Which I think will actually only help The Walking Dead because it'll give people more experience to closen that imagination curve. They're kind of more further towards what you see there. Not as much imagination required because you've kind of lived a little closer to that. The Air Lord says, Trev, can you open a video with the princess's super happy face? So I don't know, how does she do it? So you want me to start the next video with the face? I don't know. I can't, I don't know if I look as super happy or, like to see people. It's like when I see you guys after a while. I guess I do kind of do kind of a princess-esque face. Like if I haven't made a video for like 4 days or a week and I see you guys, I'm like, hey guys, how's it going? Hi guys. I'm still alive. Yeah, I'm here. How you guys doing? Ash Williams says, Gabriel has appeared in just one episode in the back half. I don't think he's going to be one to die because he's just starting to be a badass. So I think that's a good comment from Ash, which is that Gabriel is, in fact, hasn't even barely been in this back half hardly at all. That's true. So it doesn't feel like they would kill him off right now. But what the hell's going to happen to Alexandria? Because it looks like Beta's going to absolutely, stomp down Alexandria. And if he does that, where's everybody going to go? They're just going to scatter everywhere or something? Maybe something like that. Like post Too Far Gone with the governor when he smashes down, I have a tank and I'm letting you all walk away from here. When he smashes it down with a tank, right? Then they all keep walking, right? Don't look back, just keep walking. So, they're all going to have to do one of those, like just keep walking, get the hell out of Alexandria, get the hell out of Dodge, because it's going to be nasty, right? Tank's nothing compared to this. This is going to be crazy. So, yeah, good stuff. So they're all going to go all over the place. I hope Gabriel survives, but with his vision, it's no one's in a great position against Beta with that mega herd. That's crazy. Torin TLT says, it's going to suck waiting for episode 50 or 16. Yeah, that's true, man. It's really going to suck waiting, but it's okay. We'll get through it together, guys. Maybe we'll do some throwback stuff and things like that. I don't know. We'll do something. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. We'll do something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Mark Cup says, no offense, but with living in Los Angeles and with life, and I'm talking literally life being on my mind more than The Walking Dead or any other show, they really are smart pushing the finale back until things get better. I am surprised. We'll just do a couple more for today. I am surprised that what's been going on has not hurt the ratings for Walking Dead, because the last few episodes have actually been higher than usual. So, sometimes you never know how scenarios could play out. Going in, you'd think, well, if all this is happening, just like with Mark, that people wouldn't be interested in watching Walking Dead, but then we find even more people are watching it because they're at home or whatever. So that's kind of crazy, right, to think like that. But, I hope you're safe, Mark, living in LA. I hope everything is okay there. I haven't heard that being one of the top hot spots. Right now, it sounds like everybody in the U.S. is mostly worried about New York because of the population, and it's kind of one of the leading leading hotspots right now. So hope you guys are good there in LA. Hope you're safe. And absolutely, man, I get it. Definitely real life takes precedence. The safety of you and your family and those, your loved ones and your friends and everything, that's going to take precedence over a TV show. That's for sure. And are they smart pushing the finale back? I kind of want to see that finale. I'm not going to say it's a smart thing to push it back, but it's okay. We accept it, and it's just what it is. Alator05, it's just insane to me how they wouldn't have an episode 3 weeks out from airing, edited and ready to go. It sort of feels like AMC is being lazy and using this as an excuse, or they're greedy for money and want the best chance for high ratings. I wouldn't. I'm telling you, Alator, I don't think that's what it is. I really don't think so, man. I wonder if we'll see in episode 15 if the editing is worse than it usually is because maybe they had to rush it. I guess we can watch carefully for that and see if maybe the editing is not as good as usual. It wouldn't surprise me, though, because if they had to get it at crunch time done, maybe the episode won't be as polished as normal when we see it this weekend. So that's something to watch for. And yeah. So, all right. So I think that's good for today, guys. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. If you want to do another video soon, send me some questions if you have any suggestions for topics or anything. Again, we do have that last episode coming up, and I would still like to make lots of videos with you guys, but we'll have to see what we're gonna be able to do, considering we're gonna have a shortage of content, right? There's going to be a content shortage coming up, so we don't have much to discuss because nothing's premiering or anything for a while. So if you like today's video, send me your questions for further ones. If you want to support the channel, you can join us for the next live stream this Sunday night, and Super Chat's a way to do that, or you can do it through Patreon if you want to. Stay safe out there, guys. Hope you guys are all doing well. Thumb it up below, share fave, and yeah, I'll see you guys again soon. You guys are the best. See you soon. It's Trev saying peace. Later, guys. See ya.